Well, happy Saturday, everyone. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. We got about 1.25 inches of rain yesterday, so there won't be no farming per se. So springtime, late winter, start working on old projects that maybe we started last year and never got around to doing. And this one's been on my heart to get done. I started on it last year, just piddling with it. And then work got busy, farming got busy. I never got around to it. So local farmer was here talking about some of the old hit and miss engines and stuff, and so I said, well, so I'm just gonna go out here and see if I can get this one we got started. This is one my dad bought for me and him when we was doing antique tractor shows and stuff here locally. Bought it from Denton, up there in Denton, North Carolina. It's not a big fancy one, but we were just gonna use it for tractor shows, stuff like that. So it's been sitting out here for probably 10 years, I would say, not running. And I piddled with it some last year, and I stopped. So this year I said, I got some time. Let's see if we can get it going. So here's what we got right now. This is I don't remember the year name. It's pretty old. It's a Fuller Johnson 1.5 horsepower, and it was just the frame. And my grandfather had this old lawnmower frame he had a generator on, so I said, let's put it on that. That way it'll be a whole lot easier to get around. But tires are flat and it's kind of trapped in here where it's at. And so what I done is I took the igniter out here, put a battery in it, just one from another old garden tractor, and made sure I had 12 volts coming all the way to here, and I did. And so I took this out, cleaned it, took some emery cloth, and just tapped the contacts. But I couldn't smell no fuel, no gas or nothing, so I had to take off this little bitty little fitting here. Comes out of the gas tank. There's a check valve at the end. It was stuck, which I figured it would be because it was out of the gas and all that. And we put a little pipe on it. Yeah, it's tacky, I know, but I didn't want. But we just used it for tractor shows, and it served its purpose. So I had it running a while ago, and I was going to get the camera out and bring y'all out here. Now I know a lot of you younger folks, unless your grandparents or great grandparents had these, probably don't know what they are. And this is what farmers used years and years ago to run equipment, like a grain elevator. You can put a flat belt here and run it to a grain elevator or to pump water. We did have a little pump on here one time just to show it, you know, doing something. But I have an idea. If I can find another corn sheller, we may use this to shell the corn. If I find one, there's several around. I've done seen them online. So we'll have to wait and see. We gotta go look at them first. And they're bigger ones, the ones you stand up. And so yeah, I do have plans for this instead of just letting it sit here again for 10 years. So let me show you younger folks how this works. There's a battery. Okay, hold on first. There's a battery box back here, but I just got it run to there for now. There's your, I guess it's step up like a coil. And then you've got grease caps. Fill them full of grease, tighten them down. They probably need a little tightening because it's been sitting so long. And then we oil everything else that moves. This is your oil drip. This goes straight down into the cylinder head. You turn this on and it'll drip oil right here. Just when it's running and it's moving and jarring, that's when it drops most oil. Down here's your reservoir. That's how it keeps the cylinder block cool. And you got your sparker, choke, intake, exhaust, and then your needle valve. And the way this works, it's designed this way for you younger people. It hits and then it misses. Then it hits again. It's not a constant engine. that come later on in the future. So let me see this. I ain't run in 10 years. I cranked it a while ago and I had it running on choke for a little bit. I got so excited I forgot about it, so it was a little flooded. But let me try it and see how it works now. Make sure there's no loose strings from your jacket, your hair, your beard, anything, because it will get sucked in here and it could either rip the clothes off of you or you could get hurt or killed, even on something this small. So be mindful of small kids. Alright. Sounds like it's flooded. This on. Make sure it's done. I want to edit this part out, it's going to be too long. There we go. Turn the choke bag off. You see how it hits and then it misses and then it goes again. That's by design. Oh, there it is. I'm sure it's gummed up. I'll have to put some cleaner in it. That's why it's important not to grab a hold of the wheel even though you think it may be going down. Because right there at the end it took off. And things were a lot dangerous back then. But people had common sense back then too.